What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my Twisted Life of Poetry. I am Poetry. You are here for another day of Vlogmas. This is It's a Wonderful Life movie review. And all I gotta say was, it's a wonderful life for who? For who? Man, y'all. First of all, I don't even know why this is considered a Christmas movie. I'm 1 hour and 17 minutes into the movie before they even mention Christmas. There was not even a bit of snow. And as an adult, the first little bit of snow was when he was a kid, and they didn't even say it was Christmas time. I didn't like this movie. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. I did not like It's a Wonderful Life. I'm gonna start being concerned about my viewers. Let me tell y'all. So we get this little weird little opening with the stars talking. One of the stars looked like an embryo. You know, like an ultrasound. One of them looked like an ultrasound. And he was talking to another star. And I don't know who that was supposed to be. Because first I thought it was going to be, God talking to somebody. And I don't know. But then another little star came up named Clarence. And Clarence apparently has been waiting 200 years to get his wings. And he ain't got his wings yet. But Clarence is supposed to be, I guess, George's guardian angel. So the whole premise, the whole thing with Clarence is he got to get to know who George is, know his life, right? So we start off them showing George on this particular day. Like I said, it was snowing. Oh, it was snow on the ground. And him and the homies, they sliding down the hill, right? And they slide down on the back of shovels. And of course, his little brother that he called a weak and little punk, whatever. His little brother slides down super far past the little barriers that they had set up, which were nothing but some tin cans and some coffee pots and all that other stuff. Knocked them down like he was bowling for dollars and went right into the damn open lake, to the open pond, little water. Now little George Bailey was able to save his brother, but when he saved his brother, he ended up getting an infection that fucked up his hearing. Well, it's a wonderful life for George, ain't it? Hell no, it ain't no wonderful life. But George had a little job, though. But it took him 3 months to go back to work to get this little job. And while he in his little job, he working this little, I guess, little ice cream shop, little confectionery. That's what he working in. It's this little chick up in there named Mary, sitting there looking and smiling and giggling and sniggling up at little George, what have you. And Violet, the little thought, she come in, sniggling and giggling because she love her some George. And the girl's like, you love all the boys. I know it, baby. Because this milkshake brings our boys to the yard. But she got her little ice cream, George hooked up. And little Mary wanted some little chocolate. You know, he wanted to put coconut. I don't like coconut. I'm going to give you coconut anyway, girl. George was controlling. He was controlling. He was misogynist. He was an asshole. He was like, what do you call it? He said, look her brainless. Do you know where coconuts come from? I'm going to give you these here coconuts. You're going to have these nuts up in here. I was like, wait a minute, George, how you just going to put coconut on her food like that? She might be allergic. She don't like coconuts, but she took it anyway, right? Now, his boss was drinking. He was fucked up. And I don't know, he seemed to be kind of off, right? Well, George found a letter of his, and apparently he got a telegram that his son had just died of pneumonia. So the man was in a bad way. And he was so discombobulated. He was trying to fill a pharmacy. I think it was like a pharmacy as well. Fill this little prescription, and George was supposed to run this prescription over to somebody. And he realized that the man put poison in there. He's about to kill somebody. Mr. Gower, Mr. Gower, that was his name. He's about to kill somebody. I guess he was so grateful for George. He beat the shit out of George. He popped him all upside his head. Then he popped the boy damn ear. Popped his ear, so now he can hear again. Ting-a-ling, ring-a-ling, he got hearing in the ear again. Anyway, it still ain't Christmas. It still ain't Christmas or Christmas time yet. Well, Mr. Gower had this little thing on his little stand. Every day he would come in and he wish upon a star. Oh, I want to win $1 million. And it was this asshole in town named Mr. Potter. Mr. Potter had all the doggone money in the world, pretty much, Mr. Potter looked like the man on the Monopoly board and Scrooge mixed together. That's what he looked like to me. Well, not really Scrooge, the Penguin from the real Batman. put him and the Monopoly board man together, and then you got Mr. Potter. Well, he was supposed to be the meanest asshole in town. They didn't use asshole back in the day, but you know, I am today. And then let me go back for a moment. George at this point now, you know, he in town, he wanted to travel and see the world and yada yada this, yada yada that. Okay. So we're gonna fast forward a little bit into George's life. George is in college now. Harry about to graduate from high school. Why these actors 50 years old playing some teenagers? They didn't even look like teenagers. I'm like, what is this grown ass? What you mean in high school? I'm like, you mean that's George's daddy, right? No, that was George, supposed to be in college, and his brother Harry looking just as old as him. Talking about he's 17, about to graduate from high school. Nigga, where? Where was they graduating from high school from? But anyway, they having this little dance or what have you. Harry wanted to go, George didn't. But at the dance, you know, George was introduced to his homeboy's little sister, Mary. Oh, Mary, quite contrary. She's still in love with George. Why? He was a mean little evil little boy that talked real crazy and slick to you. Why you in love with him? He wasn't even cute. I ain't even get it. Well, they saw each other at the dance, and he, you know, they did a little Charleston dance, and and the little dude, the little Mary was talking to, got kind of jealous. He was hating. Some other dude rolled up and said, "Hey, you jealous, ain't you? Mm-hmm. You mad he took your gal? But guess what? The floor they dancing on, it opened up into the pool, and I got the key. What you gonna do about that fool? Peer pressure. Peer pressure." So he was like, "Oh, for real though? You ain't gonna punk me like that. Give me that key." Took the key, opened up the floor. Well, shit, everybody screaming, "Woo, the floor. Ah, the floor." And you know, George, you know, Mary still out there dancing a jig. They danced a jig. They danced so hard, they danced their ass into the pool water. Well, George was just as happy as he could be, happy as a little lark. Well, they kept on dancing in the water. I'm like, I guess they tread or whatever, but they doing their little dance in the water. Everybody happy and cheering, so everybody start jumping in the water too, including the judge. They all jumped in the water together. Good times, okay? So him and Mary quite contrary, they on this little walk home. She got on a little robe because she done messed up a little dress, you know. They singing old Buffalo Girl. I don't know what that song was, but that's all I remember was the lines was Buffalo Girl. They singing it together, and Buffalo Girl. Yes, they singing like that on the way home. And he's still being rude and indignant to little Mary, and Mary's still like, "But it's George. I didn't get it. Why you like him? I don't get it." He even asked her later on, "What you want to marry a dude like me for?" I'm still waiting on the answer, Mary. You still ain't answered that. Well, why they out there, you know, this old abandoned house that the dumbass kids just throw bricks at and bust off a window. They think if you hit the window, you can make a wish. Well, he made a wish. Of course, his wish was to leave little Bedford Falls. The Bedford Falls in Pennsylvania. He wanted to leave Bedford Falls. He wanted to see the world and make $1 million. That was his dream, right? Well, she made her own little wish. You know, she must have some hoodoo voodoo because her little wish counteracted his. You know, Harry never did, not Harry, George never did get to leave Bedford Falls, but his brother did. You know, his daddy died. His daddy died, and they had to take over. He had to take over his daddy's bank. He didn't even like the bank. He didn't want his daddy to work in the bank. But now George got to take over the bank because Potter was going to take it over. And they don't want Potter to run it because they don't want all the townspeople to keep running to Potter for money. Potter owned everything. You got to borrow money from Potter to pay Potter. That's how things was going with him. He don't want people to do that. So he running this little savings loan, or building a loan is what they called it. Basically, the building loan. It was kind of like, I forgot the terminology for it. You put in money to this bank, and my homeboy could borrow money to help build his house, and then we borrow money from each other to build each other's house. You know, the bank itself, the building and loan itself doesn't make any money. Not for real, not a lot, you know. But Potter was running the bank. Well, Potter had the banks in his pockets, you know. The banks was borrowing from Potter. It's like he the Monopoly board dude. You got to borrow from the bank. The bank got to borrow from you to make some money. Bank got to borrow from Potter. So he ended up having to take over the bank for his daddy. His dad, like I said, his daddy had just died. So he ain't going off to go see the world. He had to postpone his trip around the world for that. Well, He took his college money and decided to go ahead and send his little brother off to college. So Harry went off to college. George waited 4 long years so Harry can come back and take over the family business. But when Harry came back with a whole grown-ass wife. Not only did he have a wife, he had a job. His wife's daddy gave Harry a job. So now, damn, George got to run the bank again. He got to stay there again. All his hopes and dreams done gone up in flames. He's like, I don't want no wife. I don't want no house. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. I just want to get the fuck out of Bedford Falls. Every twist and turn he had, he couldn't get out of Bedford Falls. Well, what else happened there? What it's gonna keep him here in Bedford Falls? His brother back, he's stuck in Bedford Falls with his wonderful life. Okay, so what else happened after the Bedford Falls? He came back and well, he went up to go roll up on Mary. Mary back in town. She came home from college, And little Sam was pushing up on little Mary. Mary mama wanted her to get with Sam. Like, why the hell is George Bailey here? He's a nobody. He, his little hometown boy ain't got nothing going for him. Why he here? Go off with Sam. Sam doing big things, right? Well, Sam called on the phone. She tried to make Harry jealous. It worked. And then boom, bam, sis, bam, they married. George married Mary, quite contrary. Okay, so now they married. And I guess they live in It's a Wonderful Life. I don't know. But he's still running the bank. People still making loans left and right. But one day, he got his little park now. Small little homes. People becoming home owners. They ain't got to rent from Potter no more. So Potter want to buy that land though, but he ain't upping it. He ain't giving it up. Okay, so one day, his uncle, who's been drunk most of the doggone movie, he comes into the bank. He's at the bank, about to make an $8,000 deposit. So they taking the money that people borrow from them, that people get them to loan out, and they putting it into the bank, I guess, to earn interest. So he taking them and making a deposit, and Potter come in, and cousin Uncle Bailey want to go off on Potter, tell him how no good of a man he is and a scoundrel and everything. He ends up putting the damn deposit money into the newspaper that Potter had and handed it back to him without knowing. Now his crazy ass looking all over for the damn money. He get to the window, the guy's like, hey, you supposed to be making a deposit? He said, yeah. He said, where the money at? How you gonna make a deposit with no money? So now you gotta retrace his steps, figure out what he did with his money. He never figured that shit out. Well, the bank examiner is there. How you doing a bank exam on a bank? That's not even a bank, but still, you're doing a bank exam. And he ain't got the money. The money ain't accounted for. No receipts for it or whatever. Which means that they're going to go into bankruptcy and somebody going to jail. And George said, it ain't him. I ain't going to be the one to go to jail. But he get home all hangry. He mad. And Mary had bought or got them the old rickety-ass house that she wanted. That was the wish she had all along, was to get the house. Now they got 4 motherfucking kids together. George is mad at the world. Like, why we had to stay here in this old raggedy-ass town, living in this old raggedy-ass house with a draft. Now my damn daughter upstairs with a fucking pneumonia. All because we got drafts and shit coming up through this house. Why the fuck we gave all these goddamn kids in the first place anyway? Why? Why we got all these kids anyhow? Why she playing that old fucking Christmas music over and over again? She horrible at it. I don't want to play no more, Daddy. Don't play your doggone music. I told you to play your music. I don't want to play no more. I don't want to play no more. So he take his ass over to Potter and begging for money. Now, Potter just offered his ass a job, $20,000 a year. Back in the day, this is 1928, $20,000, a lot of fucking money. For 3 year contract. So he's going to make 60 G's in 3 years, something unfathomable. You know what I'm saying? They barely, motherfuckers in that time, they can get by $20. So now you got to go back and beg for the doggone money, to try to make ends meet. And Potter sitting there like her, now you need me, right? Well, Potter got the money. Potter know that $8,000 wasn't his, but he's just going to hold that over old George's head. And I was like, at this point, I can't take this shit no more. This movie is ridiculous to me. I don't like it at all. I stopped watching it. I didn't finish to the end. I figure I probably already know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? He going to something gonna happen where they gonna get the money back and he gonna save his land and everything gonna be tra-la-la and they gonna finally go off on their honeymoon vacation or something that they want to do, or he gonna realize that his wonderful life is right there in Bedford's Fall. He didn't need to leave outside his walls. His brother out there in the war, becoming a war hero. The town finna throw a parade for him. But he gonna realize that he don't need all that. He got what he need right now. His woman that he didn't want to be with. His 4 kids that he didn't want to have. His old raggedy ass house he never wanted to be in. The job that his daddy gave him that he didn't want to have. He didn't even want his daddy to have. But that's gonna be his wonderful life. And his guardian angel, I don't know what the fuck he's there for. Or what he's gonna do. Or maybe he's gonna make him realize, you already got it all, Pop. You already got it all. But I ain't gonna know. I ain't gonna never know, because I'm not gonna finish this movie. Y'all can tell me the ending in the comment section, because I done wasted a lot of my doggone time. I tried to watch it yesterday, and I tried to watch it today. I still have an hour left in the movie. I think, no I don't. I got 47 minutes left in the movie. It's a 2 hour and 17-minute movie. I got 47 minutes left, and I refuse to watch it to the end. It's not a wonderful life. Mary? Is that who was a wonderful life for? Because it wasn't for George. It wasn't for George Bailey. It was a wonderful life for Harry Bailey, but not George. That's the end of this vlog with y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.